Hey YouTube, thanks for watching my videos. I've put up quite a bit of them. I want to, maybe at the beginning, I want to go and put up as many as I can so you guys can see that once you start going, there's quite a bit that you will want to do, and you will want to make sure that their water is good and that they're healthy, right? So that was a big battle with this tank, and it took a while for me. It took a couple days to just get over one little small hiccup where I bought a fish and it happened to have some sort of a disease with it, and I know exactly where I bought it. Unfortunately, not much you can do about that at the moment. So everything is pretty good here. I did have a question about the lighting, so I'm sort of going to show you here how I've done this with this aquarium. So I have a fluorescent light, which is sort of bluish, for the left side of the tank. Now on the right side, I actually have space from the fluorescent, and I've got a blue LED here, so I can actually shut the blue LED off, and it sort of makes it half dark here. It looks like night. I can turn the LED on, turn the other one off, and so forth, right? So that's my light for the main tank, and there we go. And it's nice and snug. Everything's good. It's tested. It works great this way. And Benjamin absolutely loves the fact that I took care of his water and everything else as well. It's crystal clear now. As you can see, there's no ammonia. And this is where I like to keep the pH at for these fish. So, putting that aside, here's Max. Sort of an interesting story, but I'm still moving things around here. That's why I don't want to show everything. So the tanks for the guppies are sort of, the whole setup is kind of completed. I'm adding one more 5-gallon here that I found in my basement. And the 5-gallon is going to take me a little bit of time before I can put fish in it because it's a bit dirty, but it's cured. I bought this little $17 internal filter. It actually works better than my other filters. I'm thinking of switching some of these other aquariums over to this. It's only 17 bucks, and it is sturdy. It doesn't splash water. It doesn't take much room up. I love this thing. I have to look up who made it. But anyway, I also started putting things into storage. So as you can see, I have these rubber tubs that I'm using. And for this little tank, I didn't want to spend like 40, 50 bucks for a little LED for a 5-gallon tank. So I have a fluorescent light that doesn't take up and doesn't heat up, that I use for my desk. I have to clean that off still. It's from my basement. So anyway, this light is just fine. It'll serve the purpose here. It absolutely does not heat up at all. This is as cool as it can be all the time. So I love that. That'll work. My angelfish are doing quite well. They're getting closer and closer together. Now for this tank, look how bright the light is. Now, I originally bought these $3 white light bulbs, aquarium light bulbs, for this tank. And since then, I've switched that to 60 watt LED light bulbs. They don't heat up either. And this is very cool at the top here versus the regular light bulbs. This was getting hot. I was getting concerned. So I got rid of that, put in LED light bulbs. Let me show you what one of those looks like. Just gonna take my tub out, and we can go through all my things that I have. Maybe it'll give you a little bit of an idea that this is something you gotta. Oh, here's that that filter. I absolutely love this thing. It does great. So I might go with it. I have a whole bunch of extra decorations here. It cost me a fortune for some of the stuff, but without making a mess, what I really want to show you is these. These are the regular light bulbs. There was a blue one and a white one that I was using, but I purchased these other. I have a spare because it comes with a package of 3. Now these are LED light bulbs. Absolutely great for the tank, and this is all plastic. It doesn't heat up or anything. It's perfect. So I just got that at Walmart or something. But I'm still finishing up the basement. Once it's all done and everything, I can show you around. But at this point, I'm just gonna leave it be. So the big thing that happened last time was I put in some minnows, and you know, some of the ones I bought did not make it overnight. These aquarium's still leaking a little bit at the top. This is the used aquarium, so I gotta clean that up once in a while whenever I top it up. But they're getting used to it. I found some algae in my old tank that actually brought back to life from being dry for like, I think 8 years. That aquarium was in the basement without any fish in it, that 5-gallon. And this was in it. And look at it. It's green and it's alive now because I put water on it. So these plants, these algae plants, they're durable. Wow. It basically came back to life. Now, these are the strongest minnows that are left. I think I lost about 3 overnight, but everybody else is fine. They were food for Max, so for Benjamin, so that is fine. Now, you can see that under the bright lights, the LEDs that I put in, these guys love it. It's nice and bright. They're happy. I can see the colors of these little guys now. There's about 6 of these little guys. These fry from this female here originally, and I'm saying 6 in that little tank, but I've also left a couple in each of these other tanks. Like this is one of their fry here too. One of her fry. This is one of her females. So this is her baby. That little guy there. In this tank, I just put the swordfish female in that I'm looking to crossbreed. Now at this time, I do not have a tank. I do not have enough male guppies to put in with her, especially because I want to raise my own. I do not want to go and get any more. So here's the blue tank, and all of my blue guys are doing just fine. You can see all my air tubings in the back. I gotta clean that little mess up, but and here are my red guppies. They're doing fine. Now the female is starting to come around to me. She's no longer scared of me. And here's the yellow guys. So overall, I'm using all sorts of, you can see the air puffers here. I've got one there. I've got a second one there that I love to use. These guys are really good. And then I've got these little guys here. Some of these I had to buy because I absolutely needed something. I didn't want to spend twice as much, so I just bought these guys. They're doing pretty good. They're not as strong, but they're very good. And I use these splitters. I don't know if you can see in the back there. There's a little gold. Let me see if I can stick my hand in there and show you. there's a little gold piece there. Let me show you. It splits the tubing. It's a T-split. See that? That way I can feed 2 aquariums with 1 air pump. Now those gold ones that I'm using are absolutely great. I've tried the little plastic ones. They do not work. Save your money. Get a metal gold ones. Don't buy the plastic ones. They do not work whatsoever. I threw 2 out, and I've tried everything I could think of to get them to work. So that's the update for the guppy setup. And obviously, we've got Max playing with the fish. He absolutely enjoys the aquariums. You can see that he wants to be a part of everything. So, hi Max. Hello. So we're gonna take Max, or Max is gonna take us over to the other aquarium. And there's this tree. We're gonna put Max on the tree. You wanna get back on your little branch here, Max? Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Thank you very much. Now wait there. And one more look at my main tank. And we're going to wait for the 55-gallon. I think we're going to start setting it up tomorrow. I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to use it for. At this time, it could be the guppies that I will be breeding, the male ones, or I'm not sure. I could just do another aquarium for you guys, so you guys can see another beautiful aquarium setup. So I was thinking of putting some rocks in the middle, sort of like little houses or some pots at the bottom here for some of these cichlids, but they love this tree house that they have going on here in this corner, and it seems to suffice for them. Same with this side here, so they're all doing great. Here's the flower horn. He's enjoying this aquarium very much. So that's about it for another update, and you can see that I've got my work cut out for me to make sure that the guppies are nice and breeding and that they have clean water. Oh, Max just landed on the camera. Hi, Max. Hello. Say goodbye. Bye. Okay, yeah. So the work is cut out for me because I have to make sure guppies have clean water, everything's safe, that the water is dechlorized and everything. And also, I have my other pet here. This is Chewy. Say hello, Chewy. So this house is full of pets, guys. And Max is taking over my chair. So, anywho, the main tank, this was the big battle, and that is over. They're happy, they're comfortable, they've got good water. I love the setup. I still have a little bit of work to do on the guppy tanks, and then the 55-gallon is coming in. Once it's all set up, I can start to look around for some guppy options, how to breed them the way I want to, and see if we can all follow along and see what kind of interesting guppies we can develop, and maybe other fish as well. Who knows what will come of it, but let's start with guppies and see where it goes. You guys take care of your tanks, and talk to you next time.